Hi everyone, Monisha here. In this video, I will be completing from question 13 to question 16 of mathematical induction problem. So here 25 problems are there in total, 24. So in each session, I will be completing 4 problems. Still 2 more episodes is required to complete this whole chapter. I hope you understood the problem. If you have any queries or doubts, please comment me on the comment section. Let us start the session. Let us move on to the 13th question. So prove the following by using principle of mathematical induction. The question is 1 plus 3 by 1, 1 plus 5 by 4, 1 plus 7 by 9 up to 1 plus 2n plus 1 divided by n square is equal to n plus 1 whole square. So the first step in solving this problem is we have to equate the whole series and the equation to p of n. So let the given statement, this is the statement. So let the whole given statement is equal to p of n. So I have written p of n is equal to the whole question. Okay. Next, the first step is for n is equal to 1. So that is wherever you have n, you have to substitute 1 in the place of n. So we have p of 1. So here the series ends with this equation. So we can directly take this equation here instead of taking every number. 1 plus 2 in the place of n, you have to put 1 there, plus 1 whole divided by 1 square. So here 1 plus 2 into 1 is 2 plus 1 whole divided by 1 square is 1. So this will become 1 plus 3 by 1. So if you take LCM, it will become 1 plus 3 whole divided by 1, that is 4. So this 4 will be the LHS part. So next RHS. So RHS here n plus 1 whole square is there. So n plus 1 whole square, in the place of n we have to substitute 1. So 1 plus 1 whole square, that is equal to 2 square. 2 square is 4. So this is RHS. So since LHS is equal to RHS, so this first step, that is for n is equal to 1, which is true for all n is equal to 1. So if we substitute 1 in the place of n, then this equation, the whole equation will become true. Okay, so this is the first step of doing it. Second is we have to substitute k in the place of n. That is, let p of k be true for some positive integer, for some positive integer k. That is, so what we have to do in the second step, we have to substitute k in the place of n. So p of n will become p of k. To the whole question we have to write, and wherever you will find n, you have to substitute k in the place of n. Because in the first case we proved n is equal to 1 is true. In the second case we need to prove p of k is also true. 1 plus 7 by 9 plus etc. up to, so here 1 plus in the place of 2n we have to write 2k plus 1 by k square is equal to k plus 1 whole square. So let this be equation number 1. So I'll continue it in the next slide. Let us continue the 13th question. So I have written equation 1 one more time. That is, we have to substitute k in the place of n here. This will be equation 1. Next step is, that is the third one. The third step is we have to prove p of k plus 1 is also true. Okay. So we have to take one more step, that is k plus 1. In the place of k we have to take it as k plus 1. So here the question will becomes, I have already told you in the previous sessions also, when k plus 1 comes, this is the consecutive number part, when k plus 1 comes, before that k should come. So only after k, the consecutive term k plus 1 will come. So we have to change the question. So k plus 1 in the place of k. So it will become 1 plus 3 by 1, 1 plus 5 by 4, 1 plus 7 by 9 up to 1 plus 2k plus 1 by k square. Up to here we can arrange it as a group. So after that 1 plus 2k plus 1 plus 1 divide by k plus 1 whole square. So in the place of k, we have to take it as k plus 1, substitute it as k plus 1. So from equation 1, we know that the series will become equal to k plus 1 whole square. So instead of this whole thing, we can take it as k plus 1 whole square. So since we can see here, this is a into part. Sorry, we should not take a addition symbol here because it is multiplication. In the previous session also, just change it. It is multiplication because in whole term they have, after the bracket they have not used any addition symbol. So just erase this addition symbol here. So here instead of this, we have to apply k plus 1 whole square because the whole series is equal to k plus 1 whole square. So this will become k plus 1 whole square into 1 plus 2 into k plus 1 whole divided by k plus 1 whole square. Okay, so we can take it as an LCM. So it will become k plus 1 whole square into k plus 1 whole square plus 2 into k plus 1 whole divided by k plus 1 whole square. So now k plus 1 whole square and k plus 1 whole square cancels. Okay, since multiplication is there, this both will get cancels. Then remaining is k plus 1 whole square plus 2 into k plus 1 plus 1. So this will be in the form of a plus b whole square formula. Okay, that is a square plus 2ab plus b square. So a is k plus 1, so k square. So k plus 1 whole square will be a square plus 2a and b. We can include a 1 here, and b square, that is 1 square is also equal to 1. So this will become a plus b whole square. So let this be equation number 2. So when we compare equation 1 and 2, see here, equation 1 is k plus 1 whole square. So this holds true for p of k. This k plus 1 whole square holds true for p of k. In the same way, in the place of k plus 1 comes after the solvation. So k plus 1 whole square holds good for p of k plus 1. So thus p of k plus 1 is true whenever p of k is true. So if p of k is true, then p of k plus 1 is also true whenever p of k is true. Thus we had to write the conclusion. Hence, by the principle of mathematical induction, by the principle of mathematical induction, statement P of n is true for all natural numbers, that is n. So for n is equal to 1 it is true, and n is equal to k, and n is equal to k plus 1. So for all natural numbers, this P of n will be true. I hope you understood this. Let us move on to the 14th question. So the 14th question, the whole series I have equated it to P of n. So P of n is 1 plus 1 by 1 into 1 plus 1 by 2 into 1 plus 1 by 3. It is all multiplication. There is no series of addition symbol here. Okay, everything is in a multiplication form, etc. into 1 plus 1 by n is equal to n plus 1. So this is the first step of doing it. Next, for n is equal to 1, we have, so wherever n is there, we have to substitute 1 in the place of n. So the equation become P of n. So the whole series ends with this. So I will directly take it 1 plus 1 by n. So this will become 1 plus 1 by 1, that is equal to 1 plus 1 whole divided by 1, that is equal to 2. So this is LHS. So next, RHS. Here the equation is n plus 1. So n plus 1 is equal to 1 plus 1, that is also equal to 2, that is RHS. So since LHS is equal to RHS, which is true, for n is equal to 1. So we have proved the first step as true. In the second case, let P of k be true for some positive integer, for some positive integer k, for some positive integer k. So for p of k, which we have to prove it as true, so p of k, wherever n is there, in that place we have to substitute k. So the equation will become 1 plus 1 by k in the series is equal to k plus 1. So let this equation and the series should be equation 1. Next is we shall now have to prove p of k plus 1 is also true. So consider the same equation where we have to include one more thing. In the place of k, we have to include it as k plus 1. So the equation will become 1 plus 1 by 1, 1 plus 1 by 2, 1 plus 1 by 3. Here you have to note a point, multiplication is there, addition symbol is not there. Okay, so 1 plus 1 by k. So up to here we can arrange it as a group. Since we have arranged in equation 1, up to here the series will be equal to k plus 1. So one more thing we have to include here, that is k plus 1. So that is 1 plus 1 by k plus 1. Okay. So this series will become equal to k plus 1 according to equation 1. So k plus 1 into 1 plus 1 by k plus 1. So by LCM we can cross multiply it. So it will become k plus 1 into k plus 1 plus 1 whole divided by k plus 1. Since multiplication is there, this k plus 1 gets cancels each other. So the remaining is k plus 1 plus 1. So let this be equation number 2. So by comparing equation 1 and 2, we can see here equation 1 is k plus 1 and in the place of k, it has been replaced by k plus 1 plus 1. So this shows that thus p of k plus 1 is true whenever p of k is true. Hence, by the principle of mathematical induction, statement P of n is true for all natural numbers that is capital N, that is natural number. So P of k plus 1 is also true, P of k is also true. So I hope you understood this. Let us move on to the 15th question. So here the whole equation I have substituted to P of n. So 1 square, 3 square plus 5 square up to 2n minus 1 whole square is equal to n into 2n minus 1, 2n plus 1 whole divided by 3. So I have equated the whole series and equation to P of n. So in the first step, we have to take for n is equal to 1, we have, so in the place of n, we have to substitute 1 here. So P of 1 in the series, the last term will be 2n minus 1 whole square. So we have to take that 2n minus 1 whole square. In the place of n, we have to substitute 1. So 2 into 1 minus 1 whole square, that is 2 minus 1 whole square. 2 minus 1 is 1 square, which is equal to 1. So this will be LHS. So next in the RHS part, we have to take the whole thing, whole term, that is n into 2n minus 1 into 2n plus 1 whole divided by 3. So wherever n is there, we have to substitute 1 here. So 1 into 2 into 1 minus 1 and 2 into 1 plus 1 whole divided by 3. So here 1 into 2 into 1 is 2, 2 minus 1 is 1 itself, into 2 into 1 is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3 whole divided by 3. So here 3 get cancels. So the remaining will be 1. That will be RHS. So here LHS is equal to RHS. So since LHS is equal to RHS, so this will be true. Which is true for n is equal to 1. So the second step is we have to take k in the place of n. That is, let p of k be true for some positive integer, k. Okay, so here what happens, p of k is equal to, so in the place of n we have to substitute k here. The equation will become 1 square, 3 square, 5 square plus etc. plus 2k minus 1 is equal to k into 2k minus 1, 2k plus 1 whole divided by 3. So in the place of n we have to substitute k. So let this be equation number 1. So I will continue in the next slide. Let us continue the 15th question. So here I have written equation 1 one more time, that is p of k up to k into 2k minus 1, 2k plus 1 whole divided by 3. So this whole series will become equal to this equation. Next up is we have to prove p of k plus 1 is also true. So for that we have to take the whole equation with one more thing, that is we have to use this consecutive number. Okay, so 1 square plus 3 square plus 5 square plus up to 2k minus 1 whole square. Up to here we have to arrange it as a group. So next is in the place of k we have to include k plus 1, that is 2 into k plus 1 minus 1 whole square. So according to equation 1 the whole series will be equal to this equation. So the whole series will become k into 2k minus 1, 2k plus 1 whole divided by 3 plus here 2 into k, I will be multiplying it with k plus 1. So 2 into k, 2k plus 2 into 1, 2 minus 1 whole square. So here we have to write as it is, 2k minus 1 into 2k plus 1 whole divided by 3 plus this will become 2k plus 2 minus 1 is 1. So 2k plus 1 whole square. So we can take the LCM of it so that this 3 will become cross multiplied here. So 2k minus 1 and 2k plus 1 plus 3 into 2k plus 1 whole square whole divided by 3. So here in both the segment 2k plus 1 is common. So we can take 2k plus 1 as common here. So if I take 2k plus 1 common, so here this will be remaining, that is k into 2k minus 1 will be remaining plus here 3 into here 1, 2k plus 1 I have taken common. So one more thing is remaining here, this will become 2k plus 1 itself. So whole divided by 3. So next is 2k plus 1 write as it is. So we have to multiply k with this bracket and 3 with this one. So k into 2k is 2k square minus k plus 3 into 2 is 6k plus 3 whole divided by 3. So 2k plus 1 write as it is. So here it will become 2k square plus 6k minus 1k is plus 5k plus 3 whole divided by 3. Now we can split this equation into a factorization form. 2k plus 1. So here this will become 2k square. Instead of 5k we can split into two segments, that is two terms. One is 2k plus 3k. So 2k plus 3k is 5k. So instead of this 5k we have to take 2k plus 3k plus 3 whole divided by 3. So here in this two terms we can take 2 common. In these two terms we can take 3 common here. So 2k plus 1. So here 2 and k both are common. So 2k we can take common here. If I take 2k common here, 1k is remaining plus 1. Here 3 I can take common. If I take 3 common, k plus 1 will be remaining whole divided by 3. So here 2k plus 1. So here k plus 1 is common. So I can take k plus 1 and remaining is 2k plus 3 divided by 3. So let us do it in the next one. So So let us continue the 15th question. So here the last line is 2k plus 1, k plus 1, 2k plus 3 whole divided by 3. So this was the last line we stopped. But here it is not in the form of equation 1. I have written equation 1 one more time. Here k, 2k minus 1, 2k plus 1 whole divided by 3. So in order to prove pk plus 1 is true, then we have to take the equation or bring the equation in this form. So we have to make a slight interchange. First I will be taking k plus 1, next 2k plus 1, next 2k plus 3. Next what I will be doing is I will interchange this 2k plus 1 in the form of this. That is 2k plus 1 as 2 into k plus 1 minus 1. So what it will become when you multiply it, 2 into k, 2k, 2 into 1 is 2, minus 1 as it is. So plus 2 minus 1 will be plus 1. So we can write this 2k plus 1. Okay, we can write this 2k plus 1, 2k plus 1 as 2 into k plus 1 minus 1. Because when we solve it, we will get the same answer, that is 2k plus 1. So instead of writing 2k plus 1, I will be interchanging it in this form. In the same way, I will write 2k plus 3. Okay, 2k plus 3 in the form of 2 into k plus 1 plus 1. So if you multiply it, 2 into k, 2k plus 2 into 1 is 2 plus 1. So 2k plus 3. So 2k plus 3 is also equal to 2 into k plus 1 plus 1. So I can write 2k plus 1 as 2 into k plus 1 minus 1 and 2k plus 3 as 2 into k plus 1 plus 1 whole divided by 3. Now we can compare equation 1 with equation 2. We can see here k, it has become k plus 1. Here 2k minus 1, it has become 2 into k plus 1 minus 1. 2k plus 1, 2 into k plus 1 plus 1. So equation 1 and equation 2 are one and the same. So thus p of k plus 1 is true whenever p of k is true. Hence, by the principle of mathematical induction, statement p of n is true for all natural number, that is n. I hope you understood this. Let us move on to the last question of this session. So here I have equated the whole question into p of n. So 1 by 1 into 4 plus 1 by 4 into 7 plus 1 by 7 into 10 up to 1 by 3n minus 2 into 3n plus 1 is equal to n by 3n plus 1. The whole equation I have equated to the statement p of n. So next step is for n is equal to 1, we have, so wherever n is there, we have to substitute 1 in the place of n. So the equation will become p of 1. Here the series is equal to 1 by 3n minus 2 into 3n plus 1. So in the place of n, we have to substitute 1 here. So it will become 3 into 1 minus 2 and 3 into 1 plus 1. So 1 by here 3 minus 2 into 3 plus 1. So this will become 1 by 3 minus 2 is 1, 3 plus 1 is 4. So this will be equal to 1 by 4, which is LHS. In the same way, we have to take RHS also. So RHS is n by 3n plus 1. So this will be equal to 1 by 3 into 1 plus 1, that is 1 by 3 plus 1. So which is equal to 1 by 4. This is RHS. So here LHS is equal to RHS. So which is true. So which is true for n is equal to 1. So in the same way, we have to prove for k. So for p of k, so p of k is true for some positive integer of k. For some positive integer k. So here what we have to do, in the place of n, for this equation we have to substitute k in the place of n here. So let us continue this in the next slide. Let us continue the 16th question. So I have written equation 1 here. That is, wherever n is there, you have to include k there. So up to here, k by 3k plus 1. So this will be equation 1. So after p of k, so we have to substitute p of k plus 1. We have to prove that p of k plus 1 is true. So in the place of k, we have to substitute k plus 1. So the equation will become 1 by 1 into 4 plus 1 by 4 into 7 plus 1 by 7 into 10 plus etc. plus, so before introducing k plus 1, we have to write the previous term. So this will become the previous one, that is 3k minus 2 into 3k plus 1. So arrange this as a group, plus later you can write it in a 3k plus 1 form. So 1 by 3 into, in the place of k you have to include k plus 1. So minus 2 into 3k plus 1 plus 1. So here according to equation 1, this whole series will become k by 3k plus 1. So instead of this whole equation, we can write it as k by 3k plus 1. So next we have to multiply this 3 with this bracket terms, that is 3k plus 3 minus 2. So another one is 3k plus 3 plus 1. So this will become k into 3k plus 1 plus 1 by 3k plus 1. So 3 minus 2 is 1. So 3k plus 1 and 3k plus 4. So here this will become 1 by 3k plus 1. So if you take 1 by 3k plus 1 as common, here also 1 by 3k plus 1 is there. If you take k into 1 means 1 by 3k plus 1, 1 by 3k plus 1. So after taking common, the remaining will be here k plus here 1 by 3k plus 4. 1 by 3k plus 4 will be remaining. So 1 by 3k plus 1 into, so by taking LCM you have to cross multiply it. So k into 3k plus 4 plus 1 whole divided by 3k plus 4. So next it will become 1 divided by 3k plus 1 into, so 3k into k is 3k square plus 4 into k is 4k plus 1 whole divided by 3k plus 4. So now we can split the middle term 4k. So 1 by 3k plus 1. So if you split the middle term 4k, it will become 3k square plus 3k. Instead of 4k, we can write it as 3k plus 1k plus 1 whole divided by 3k plus 4. So here 1 divided by 3k plus 1. So here in 3k square and 3k is common. So when I take 3k common, remaining will be k plus 1. So here 1 is common. So when I take 1 common, remaining will be k plus 1 itself. So here 3k plus 4. Okay. So next what happens? So here when you take 1 by 3k plus 1 into, so here k plus 1 is common. So here it will be k plus 1 into here 3k plus 1 will be remaining. So 3k plus 1 will be remaining whole divided by 3k plus 4. So here 3k plus 1 get cancels. So remaining will be k plus 1 and 3k plus 4. So this will become k plus 1. So we can take it as 3 into k plus 1 plus 1. So let this be equation 2. So by comparing equation 1 and 2, you can know that k becomes k plus 1, 3 into k. So 3 into k plus 1 plus 1. So this shows that p of k plus 1 is true whenever p of k is true. Hence, by the principle of mathematical induction, the statement P of n is true for all the natural numbers. all the natural numbers n. So I hope you understood this. So question number 16th was the last question of this session. I hope you understood how to do these mathematical induction problems. So if you have doubts, queries or any other suggestions to my videos, please comment me on the comment section. Thank you and thanks for watching my videos.